It's a free world.
Hello, you guys.
Oh, look, let's
We can't
expand the
even see
video. We're
ourselves.
that tiny. Wow. They've changed it again.
Okay.
They've changed the rules.
They've changed the plans. The plans have changed.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode
Yes.
of Feel It Real Fun.
Live. Whoa, what is it? I think it's the 27th, is it? No, it's
28th.
the 28th of February, 2025.
Well, it could be their 27th. You know how that goes.
Yes.
I
And
had,
it's
I had one of
your-
those arguments with
Yes,
someone
we did.
this week.
Your
It's like, are you
manifesting
serious?
questions answered live.
All right, so
Right.
let's share it.
Now, excuse me, you're sharing the show. Meanwhile,
I'm doing my things.
excuse me, go to howtofeelitreal.com. 7 free easy emails, one a day.
If you want to learn what matters, howtofeelitreal.com. If you don't, go to Reddit. Or better yet, get some sigils.
Howtofeelitreal.com. If you've done that, want more, go to manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That is the absolute essential. Let's be honest, right? If you don't think your dreams are worth $1 a day, 90 days, you can reach out to us every 7 days. You can do it as many times as you want to. If your dreams aren't worth $1 a day, you've got issue.
And as Rob Beck would say, what's it costing you not to do it?
Yeah, what's it costing you?
Exactly. And for the most amazing time of your life, go to joinremarkable.com.
Joinremarkable.com. I know some people say, but it's $100 a month. Is that right? We've got a live chat in there that goes hot and heavy for about 2 hours a day. You don't have to join in, but what the hell? We've got a private Facebook group that doesn't have any special people post. We are the Lollipop Kids bullshit. And we do a live call once a month where it can be a lot of fun.
And sometimes even two, because there's the rando calls.
Oh, yeah, we got the
Every
rando
now and
calls,
again.
too. We did one last week, and it was a lot of fun. We did it in my afternoon. I had a whiskey and a cigar, actually more than one whiskey and just one cigar. We had so much fun because it was so much fun. I thought it would be about 20 minutes. We went for an hour and a half. It was great fun.
Hiya, Stella Jim. Good to see ya.
All right.
Yes.
It's not letting me share it with people.
Okay.
So you read the Neville Goddard quote. I'll get my hat.
Okay. So we're going to start today's show with a quote from Neville.
That's right.
Hello, Shanita.
Shanita, hey, if y'all would share the show, invite some kids, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah,
Because
that'd
at
be
some point we're
lovely.
just going to
Hiya,
say,
Lisa and
screw it
Rock.
and go to YouTube or something. Because Facebook isn't letting people know. Lisa and LaRock, lovely to see you. Oh, look at that, inviting cool kids. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not letting me invite
And
cool
so
kids
Neville
today.
says, the Sabbath is only the mystical sense of stillness when you are unconcerned, when you are not anxious, when you are not looking for results, knowing that signs follow and do not precede. The Sabbath is the day of stillness wherein there is no working. When you are not working to make it so, you are in the Sabbath. When you are not at all concerned about the opinion of others, when you walk as though you were, you cannot raise one finger to make it so. You are in the Sabbath. I cannot be concerned as to how it will be and still say I'm conscious of being it. If I'm conscious of being free, secure, healthy and happy, I sustain these states of consciousness without effort or labour on my part. Therefore, I am in the Sabbath, and because it was the Sabbath, he rose and walked.
This is so good. All right. So the number one addiction in the world, from what I can tell. Anybody want to guess? Struggle. Struggle. What can you put? See, here's how I define addiction. Ready? What can I put between me and her? Right? Well, I'm probably friendlier and funner whenever I drink a lot. What else could I put between me and her? Well, if she'd only listen to me. What else can I put between me and her?
Yes.
She's a woman. She can't possibly understand.
No.
What else can I put between me and anything? That's addiction, right? And if you listen to this and you just really look at this, we'll put this note in the quotes, or the quotes in the notes. This is really good. This is really, really good. This is really, really good.
This is really, really good.
It is really, really good.
Yeah.
So you don't got to struggle. All you got to do is Sabbath. But more on that as we continue. Victoria, shall we run with Jeff's call?
Okay. Jeff's call.
Our question.
Question. Yeah.
That too.
Okay.
Yo, Weldon.
So, the first question today is from Jeff on Facebook. Why manifesting feels like work sometimes? You'll have loved that quote we just said.
That's right, Jeff.
And Jeff asks, talk about surrender a little, because that's what I feel I need. So I can stop making this feel like a job. Let there be ease.
All right, so if y'all haven't listened to the chat Joe Weldon and I had this past week, we didn't make it work, right? Joe reached out and said something, I said something back, and a few minutes later we recorded like 30 minutes of gold. It can be yours for free right now at feelitrealfun.com and elsewhere. This is really important because Neville Goddard says you cannot lift a finger to help make it so. Right? Does he use the word help? I don't know. I think he does
Just
in one
to
of them.
make it so. I don't know.
I think at least in one of the instances, maybe not that one. But this is really important. How you experience determines what you experience. Right? That's how I define a state. That's how I define a scene. Those are my definitions, right? And Lisa says, beautiful chat between Joe and 2020. Wasn't it a yummy dance?
Yeah.
And it's Joe's fault and mine. Because we didn't buy into faults. Now, here's the thing. Being faulty, you need help. Right? So my car's not faulty. My car doesn't need help to go down the road. It's supported by this thing called petrol. And it's supported by these things called...
And a man called Dave.
And a man called Dave. Yeah, David supports my car.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't need help to get from here to there, but it's nice that it has support. Right? And so... you get to surrender to what supports. What supports is the invisible. You guys have never seen David Brown Mechanical. I have. He's a good guy, right? But he does things that I don't see. And this is really, really important everywhere in life. As long as you make this work, let's define work. You know, I'll be friendly to her now, so she'll be friendly to me later, right? Not a fan. Just not a fan, right? I'd rather be fun with her now. Just to be fun with her now. I'd rather imagine something to experience it, period. Yeah, the more I explore being a happy, loving teacher in imagination, the more it shows up in physicality, the echo.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the song you sing, and there's the struggle that you buy into with internal argument. Internal argument always being a negotiation, always being if you do this, then this will happen. It's the nature of addiction. So surrender. As far as I can tell, Victoria and I don't buy into let's make this relationship work, or how can we make this relationship work. Right? That's immediately, people will say placing the power outside of you. You can't place the power outside of you. The only thing you can do is ignore it. Right? How do I make getting to the pool in my car hard work? Pushing it. All I got to do is turn the key. All I got to do is drive it according to the laws of Australia, and it's a pretty easy, fun way to go. So, surrender. Here's the biggie. And of course, I will, to the day I die, be promoting Remarkable at this point, because I think it's horribly underpriced at $100 a month. When you stop denying your divinity, you can start accepting your wishes fulfilled. And most people deny their divinity. So they have to come up with a plan, they have to augment their own power, they have to do shit to help it. Let's talk about the stupidest thing in the world. Sticky tape and affirmations. Right? Like, let's face it, why do you feel you need to do affirmations or add sticky tape in, or Grabovoi numbers, or sigils, or buy the magical fucking painting? Because you don't believe in you. When you deny the truth about you, you cannot accept your wish in its fullness. Thanks, Squirrel. It is a nice hat. I'll tell you about my friend,
She means
Daryl.
mine.
Actually,
She might not.
yeah, Coral. Yeah, this is what self is like. Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And with a bit of switch mixed in.
a tiny bit, right? So,
Oh, you're the self. Yes,
yeah,
got you.
exactly. Of course, it's my head.
Here I am
Yeah,
thinking.
somebody yells, "Nice legs," and I go, "Yeah, baby." Yeah, and then I turn out, no, they're talking about the chick. That's all right.
Yeah.
She's got nice legs too. Because I declared that. But I digress. It has nothing to do with her
I'm the
legs.
she.
She does have nice legs.
Yeah.
So let's continue, Jeff. Stay tuned. And let's go from there. All right. Yeah, you're always going to feel like you need help when you deny your divinity. You're the dance of humanity and divinity. As far as I can tell, that's it. You are how God has the adventure of a lifetime. Now, the thing is, you'll never notice this as long as you deny yourself adventure. I'm here at Earth School to experience lessons and to struggle. I have to avoid things that steal my power, like bad words, bad words. Right? If words had power, can you imagine like how tired my hips would be with the four-letter words that I use?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Like this morning in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
You're
yeah.
very.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
could have heard that.
Cool.
But anyway, so let's continue, Victoria
Okay.
and Jeff.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jeff, for your question.
By the way, Lisa Ann LaRock says it is a nice hat. Both actually love the orange shade on Victoria. That is a glorious hat on her.
Yeah, it's a lovely corally colour. Coral people.
Oh, now
I
she's going to
remember
digress. This
no,
is great.
just because when I was in my 20s, I got my colours done. Whatever.
Yeah, you're in autumn.
No, I'm a spring. So this is very spring colour. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
I actually do think you're a spring. I just like to disagree with you.
I know.
It's what we do.
You
but
do.
I digress.
You
yes.
do.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't we?
All right.
All right.
The next question is from Jason on the Mod Squad, and that's the Mod Squad of the Neville Goddard Power of Imagination Facebook group.
That's right.
The Sabbath ?
That's right.
And Jason asks, how do I know if I did it right?
All right, you'll change. How do I know? Heather, doobie bop bop doo. So, how do I know I've done it right? I change. Neville Goddard says there's no one to change but self. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So how do I know? I swear to God, people stopped. There were people that stopped recognizing me the day after I moved into fighting fit fleshitarian. I'd lost maybe 300 grams. That's like nothing, half a pound, all right, on day one. But people began to not recognize me the next day. Right? Because I was different. Right? And this is the big thing. How do you know you're different? See, when I was a teenager, right, I had anxieties about some things. Chicks and cars and chicks in cars. Right? Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I was a very multifaceted fella. I had a lot of things on my mind.
Yep.
It all had to do with
One
speed.
thing.
Right? So I was concerned about the speed of the car and also, anyway, chicks and cars. And I don't have those anymore. Right? I'm different. Right? 2 years ago, whenever I was fat and screwed.
And you did. Oh, no. Sorry. No,
Yeah. There were, like, I could admit to little tiny anxieties about where am I going to be in a year at the direction I was heading in. When you manifest a different you can't help but take a different direction. So, how do you know when you did it right? You change. How do you know you changed? You experienced the Sabbath. How do you know if you've experienced the Sabbath? It's a hell of a good quote. And we did a really good live call on that. We got a live call recording, and that's still available for a limited time at NevilleGoddardStore.com.
What's the recording called?
Something about the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, they'll
So we
find
might
it.
have known.
It's probably called something about the Sabbath.
Yeah,
Right?
okay, got it.
Yeah, knowing my
Wow.
my
He
sense of
loves
humor.
switching me. No.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I mean, it's like,
It's fun.
Well, you make it possible. Yeah, you're remarkable, kids. Enjoy this one. Or not. I mean, it's totally up to you. You could try.
So how do I know I did it right? Yeah,
How do you know? Let's go pretty practical, right? So I'm shopping for fish this morning. Then we'll ask her a question.
I feel something on the inside. That's all. I don't know. And
There's something.
That's far too vague to try.
What do you stop feeling on the inside? Because people go, I know it's happening.
It probably is that sense of relief. It's like, not that I mentally feel relief. It's like my body just lets. I feel relief inside my body. It's sort of like that.
Yeah.
But
So I looked at fish this morning, and the lovely little fish girl said, the kind of fish Victoria loves, and there's a shortage. And I said, all right. I said, she will experience profound disappointment, and that's not your fault. Right? I will be back. And they giggle and laugh, and I move on. And then I go to the fish case, right, where they have like prepackaged fish. I'm not impressed.
no.
Right? I've already felt fish, right? But it's like, not impressed. I'm also not anxious because I go to the other shop and they've got the $16 fish for $10. I think that's a reasonable price and it looks better. Huh. Right? So I get that. And we happen to have some salmon already in the fridge. That's yummy.
The red sockeye.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
we
red
bought
Alaskan
that.
sockeye
You
salmon.
bought the sea bass that Coral said
Yeah, that's right.
girls dig it.
Yeah, great. Chicks dig it. Chicks dig the
chicks
sea
dig it.
bass. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
So how do you know? You change. You change. Change.
It reminds me of the way I said that I just feel relief on the inside. But it's like with my physical bits on the inside. And it's like, was it in Remarkable? Listen to your innards.
No, we did the innards. That was in one of the Destinies.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we may have bumped into it in Remarkable, but I remember it was a big deal in one of the Destinies.
The Destinies. Do you
Yeah.
mean Dream Driven Days?
No, we did the Destiny Project.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Scroll
Yeah.
up if you would. I want to see if there's a word in this one because there was 3 quotes that I had to choose from today. No working, blah, 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 one finger, consciousness, no. Okay, so the other Sabbath quote talks about mentalness.
Mentalness.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you won't be mental. You'll be mentally at ease. Now, here's some gold. Let's call this bonus gold. Somebody hashtag this bonus gold.
Bonus gold. Hashtag bonus gold.
Thinking is not the same as imagining. All right, sorry. I know someone will argue with me faster than I can get to the period. Right? But thinking is not imagination, right? It ain't. Right?
No.
Thinking comes from, thoughts come from thinking. Right? And you can try to clean up your thoughts. You can have positive thoughts. You can be a positive
2 plus
thinker.
2 equals 4 is thinking.
But the imagination involves vividness. Imagination involves what Neville calls vision. Now, without vision, right? So when we really, really nail this mentally, you're not trying to figure out it. Yeah, you're not struggling with it. You're not worried about it if it doesn't. Right? I wasn't worried about not getting your fish. I just went rightio. Happens that I need to kill 15 minutes before the other 2 shops open. So I walk across to the other shop. I get the fish, get some eggs, come back.
I think it comes a lot down to state as well.
Always.
Because you knew your state of happy loving
Yeah. How I experience what I
husband,
experience.
but also a happy loving trainer for this. See, for Jason, yeah, how do I know if I did it right? It's like...
I wasn't worried on the way to Woolies to get the fish. Right? How do I know I nailed it? I've experienced her enjoying fish. I'm different
right.
compared to like wondering if she'll enjoy fish. Later, Emmett. All right.
Cool. Excellent. So thank you, Jason.
Hey, how's the video today? It's looking like it's a little less choppy on our end. Is it a little less choppy on yours? I'd love to know.
Yeah, thank you, Jason, for your question.
All right. Watch her struggle with this one.
The next question's from Cortex on Facebook. Imagining success at trading, the middle muddle.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now, I think Cortex's name is really Cortez, but 20 wanted me to say Cortex.
She lacks something that I have.
I know. I'm not a good liar.
Or do I lack something she has, Heather? Let us know. Right?
Okay.
Thanks for letting me know.
And Cortez asks, how do we gain information and or intelligence using the law? If you wanted to know future information like what stocks to invest in, I'm looking at getting into stocks.
You know, it's almost like, if I went to a psychic when I was 18 and I asked her,
I used to love going to him.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say? From the other world?
Oh, yeah, from the other world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, you ever notice those people that are obsessed with jumping timelines and shit? They're always living in the shitty one. Right? It's like, oh, I want a quantum leap to another timeline. Somewhere out there, there's a timeline where you're kicking ass, but it's
Yes.
never this one.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
Buzzing around.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
where were we with that? Oh, yeah, the middle muddle.
The middle model.
All right. So imagine me at 18 years of old, right? I mean, I could have saved some money doing this. And I go to the psychic and I says, look, right? I need the inside scoop, right? I need to find someone that I can be married with for longer than my parents were married, right? Save me some monies. And he said, oh, you're going to meet someone named Victoria, right?
I don't think so.
All right. And so what I get to do is I get to travel the world looking for Victoria, right? And not going to happen.
It's taking my surname out. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
the Burr?
right. So imagine a woman having a surname, but I digress, right? So, but they'd probably give me a hint. Her name is Victoria. She has a surname, right? Like Bob, right?
Victoria Bob.
Yes. So, why? By the way, here's what happens. So what you're doing is you're asking for access to data so that you can get what you want in life. So you've just made the data a false god. You want to make money as a trader? I imagine what implies you make money as a trader. If you want to imagine that you made money with your investments, imagine what implies you made money with your investments. What's different about you? That's how you get to the Sabbath. Otherwise, how do I know if I nailed it? Well, I have to find out if my information is accurate, right? There's a trick. So it's like, rightio. So if I've nailed my imaginal act, I'll get accurate information. But before I can know if it's accurate, I should test it. So what I'll do is I'll paper trade for 6 years. Yeah. And then because of the 7th year, that'll be the year of the Sabbath, right? So in 7 years, I'll start day trading or night trading. Right? What does Neville have to say about that? And it becomes an instant procrastination. Right? On the other hand, if you really would enjoy being a trader, I enjoy teaching. Right? I enjoy happy loving teaching, happy loving puppy dadding, happy loving. There she
Husbanding,
is. Yeah, husbanding,
yes.
right? So, how do I know if I've nailed it? I don't have to gain information. What I get to do is be. So, this is...
Yeah, I really get when you move into the state of being that successful trader, however that would naturally feel in your world. You gather it's just like it comes, you gather it without even thinking
trade.
about it. And
you trade.
It just happens, yeah.
So I spent a week in Adelaide with Lance. Lance said, hey, I'm teaching a seminar. Come on out and work with these people. I'm like, all right. So I'm hanging out with Lance, and we're trading from like 9 to 11 in the morning because that's when he's made all his money and he's done. And then we were teaching from like 11 in the morning to like 7 or 8 at night, just having a lot of blast. And so I'm just modeling Lance. I'm stealing my state. I come home and I'm Lance. And I sit down and Victoria's got 9 different trading systems that Lance developed in front of her, right? And you know what I'm doing? I'm Lance, right? And so we fire up the charts and the charts are going sideways and I'm going bang, 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 right? 25 minutes. 25 minutes later, I've taken all my pips. I'm having a blast, right? Victoria is screwed in the head. She is mad. She's like, you're not following any of the systems. Don't need them. Right? I'm Lance. Right? And so here's the cool thing. So you can seek the data for the future. You can develop systems. So you even as somebody as dumb as a monkey can trade. Or the state of trader will have you do some things that your rational can't possibly figure out. So a lot of people, by the way, they think here's what trading is about. Don't take emotional trades. So what you have to do is take rational trades. It's like, radio. So you got 2 kinds of trades, rational trades and emotional trades. Yeah. Neither one of those is the monkey in charge. Right? As long as you're pitting them against each other, I find when I'm having fun, emotional monkey's having fun, rational monkey kicks in its ideas. Cool, I'm having fun because the monkeys don't drive the car. And more on that soon. All right.
Yeah.
So how's that? I think getting into stocks. I'm looking at getting into stocks. Cool. Stop looking at it. Yeah. I'm looking at getting into, right? That's probably the state of, and you really all got to join in Remarkable. Let's just be real. two states that I keep bringing up that I ask for people to explore. There's bystander and there's participant. And people will play bystander for decades, maybe lifetimes. I've played bystander way too much. I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at, right? If I do participant with her, we wouldn't be here, right? Right? So bystander versus participant, those are two real sneaky states that are well worth exploring, and we do that even when I'm not talking about it in joinremarkable.com.
Yeah.
All right, Colby's here. Yo, I think Colby's here. Somebody tag Colby.
No, Lisa
Colby
said, I
is
love
here.
that Colby.
So Colby must be here.
said something.
Yeah, or Lisa
long
is
time
channeling
ago.
him. Wouldn't that be cool? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Zuli, hey.
Hello,
Nice to see you.
Zuli.
Join us. Joinremarkable.com.
I am a bystander.
Super.
Says.
Doobie-doobie-doo.
Excellent. So that's good for Cortex.
That's good for Cortex.
Alias Cortez.
Look at her trying to.
Thank you very much for your question. And I loved how Cortez, the question before from Jason, you were ending it and you said something about mentally or mentality or something mentally. Because I
Mentalating.
thought, why? That was, and I thought it was almost a precursor to Cortex's question.
That's right. Lisa says he's here. That'll be Colby. Cool. And Zuli says I will. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Lots of goodies,
Oh,
Zuli.
and
Lots of goodies.
Alessandra. Hello.
Where's Alessandra?
There. Alexandra.
Oh,
Alice.
that's the other one.
That's the DDD Alice.
I know.
Alexandra.
I thought she meant like Alessandra. Oh, don't play hard to get.
Alex.
No, she's gorgeous, by the way. All right, I love your photos and stuff.
Who's?
Alice's.
Yeah. Good one, Alice. Okay.
All right,
Thank you very much, Cortex, for your question.
that's right. That gives us something to think about.
Does.
That's right.
And the last question today is from our remarkable Lisa and Laroque.
That is the rightness.
3-string manifesting.
Don't
Some
do that.
dust.
Don't do that.
All right.
Don't make noise.
And Lisa asks, hello, 20 and Victoria.
Yo, Lisa.
There is a remarkable story, The Violinist. Itzhak Perlman. I don't know if I said it right for his name. On crutches and wearing leg braces due to illness. Lumbers to his position on stage. Lays down the crutches and releases the braces. Picks up his violin and plays. Suddenly, a string breaks. The audience assuming he will have it replaced. He pauses a moment, with eyes closed, signals to the conductor to begin again. Wow, I've got goosebumps. I can't believe that. He played where he left off, but with a level of passion the audience had not seen before. He was seen adjusting the 3 remaining strings he had left to create new and amazing sounds. Perlman's response to this? Sometimes it's the artist's task to find out how much music you can still make with what you have left. Perlman praised what remained. It seems some of our best manifesting moments happen when we have nowhere else to go. Please share your wisdom. Thank you, Lisa.
Cool. Do you want to go or do you want me to?
Well, I had one memory, and I don't even remember who it was in relation. Oh, probably about surrendering a little with Jeff or something, but because those first 3 were a little bit related, was first 2. But how I remember, I was in Wales, end of a relation. Well, not the. I was trying to do the force manifesting almost, like not that I even knew that what the term manifesting in a way meant then.
Well, you know what force meant.
Yes, and I knew what the secret meant, but that was like none of it was really working. And I was trying to do all of that until eventually I remember walking out in a field in winter. It was so cold. It was snow on the ground. And I remember just looking up and just going, I need a breakthrough. And it felt like, it's very landmarky in terms, but by the same token, I knew, as far as Jason was concerned, I knew I'd nailed it in that moment. It was just like this feeling. It was like, instead of trying to be all about this thing that I want, it's just like, for me, I just want a breakthrough. And the reason it reminded me a little bit of this was with, like, sometimes our, whatever the manifesting was, like some of our best manifesting moments, because up until that moment, nothing was working. And within a day, it all happened. Do you know what I mean? And
So you were broken.
I was totally broken, and I didn't know where, like she said, nowhere else to go. I had no idea what to do, where to go. I'd been pushing, forcing, trying to force for, I don't know, 6 months. And then it was just like, it was like I gave up, but I didn't give up. It was just like, I wasn't pleading to the Lord or myself, or maybe pleading to the God in me. It felt, do you know what I mean? It was just like, right, I just need this. And 24 hours, done and dusted. I was,
So we've been exploring the phrase "done and dusted" as in cremation, right? You can't give cremains CPR, and so many people are dragging around their old self. And here's the thing: they go, "How do I get beyond it?" Quit reviving it. Right? Your old self has survived this far. Quit reviving it. Right? Just, it's got its strategies. You know, we used to eat this thing called dinner.
we did.
And
wow.
and
I don't know how I'd be eating dinner anymore.
Yeah, I can't understand. We used to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We did.
Right? I can't imagine doing
We'd have a
that.
cooked breakfast.
A cooked
fish.
breakfast. Yeah, 3 cooked meals a day. Can't imagine it. Right? I just can't. I can't do it. I'm so beyond that. So you reached a point where you were broken and you had a breakthrough. You also broke up with the old yo.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Right? So many people are terrified of doing that. If I break up with him, I'll be alone. No, you won't. You'll stop getting beat. Right? As long as you're dragging a corpse around, you're beating yourself up. It's heavy. And your life is full of heaviness, gravity, instead of gratitude. Right? So, it's funny what shows up as you share. So my visa was running out. Right? Now, there's 2 ways you can interpret this story. I invite you to interpret it the way I experienced it. And she's going to work, and my visa's running out. I can stay here for 12 months, and I got to leave, and there's no way I can get back in. And I just went out and screamed at the sky. You know, I've done everything right. I've been a blessing to the traders. I've been a blessing to her. I've tried my best, and it's not coming together. And I screamed at the sky. And instantly, what flashed inside of me was an image of a little, we call them milk bars here. A little tiny piece of shit milk bar, like a family mom and pop grocery store. You know, like not big, just tiny little things. So you can buy like milk, eggs, cigarettes, that kind of thing.
Bread. Yeah.
And the storm clouds were coming. And it was bad. But I kept getting milk bar. I kept seeing it. And it's like, all right. So I took a walk. And I go to the milk bar, and I get there, and I've got like $2 in my pocket in loose change. So I don't even have money. I've just walked 40 minutes, right? I'm at this milk bar. I've got like $2, and the only thing that I can find to buy is something for her, like a cherry ripe or something, which is like $2. I'm like, all right. So I get the cherry ripe. I go up, and this Indian woman's standing there, and I look behind her, and I see a statue of Sai Baba. Now, I love Sai Baba, right? And there's some story here. Back in Pennsylvania, there was this little Sai Baba temple this guy put in his house. And you could go there and give him $5 and get food. And I loved it. I mean, the guy was great. I'd stand there, he'd do his Sai Baba things, sing and chant, give me food. And it was just, I just had a great time there. I was getting good food. Yeah, so yay. And I love that guy. And so there we go.
So in the milk bar is a statue of
So,
Sai
so, in the,
Baba.
so in the milk bar is a statue of Sai Baba, right? And I just go, that's funny, right? And like, you know Baba? Yeah, I know Baba. We eat together, right? And they're just lovely. These people are lovely. And they said, like, basically, don't worry, be happy, have a great day. I was like, rightio. So it was my faith in Sai Baba. My faith was in me. But I also had had enough. I had absolutely had enough. And then I was broken. I broke up with the old me. The rains are coming. And I decided I'm going to take me a walk. The only thing I have left are my legs. Right? I don't have a car at the time. She's at work. I find myself there. I've got $2. What am I going to buy? I'll buy her something. I buy her something, and I see the little statue of Sai Baba, and it just hits me, rightio. Just, the last thing I have are $2 in my pocket, and all right, that was my little Sai Baba adventure, right? Now here's the other part of that. So when I was here, and I could stay for a year, we had to leave every 90 days. And when we left every 90 days, Victoria said the first time, it's like, woohoo, we're going on holiday. She's going with me. I don't know if she wanted to make sure I came back or wanted to go on a holiday, whatever, but it was good fun.
Yeah.
And so she goes, we're renting this weird thing called a wicked camper van. Give that a Google.
Did you reshare that thing that came up the other day on
Yes.
your timeline?
Yep,
Your personal one?
I think so.
Go there and have a look.
So
See the
we
van.
go to rent this wicked camper van, and they're just these vans that are spray painted all kind of weird ways. Ours had the two magpies or crows or whatever from Mad Magazine on it, and they encourage you to deface the damn thing while you have it. And on the front of every wicked camper van is a little sticker of Sai Baba. So yeah,
I thought
rightio.
it was P.O.
I'm sorry, that was Padre Pio. You're right.
Yeah.
Padre Pio is the other one that always follows me around.
Yeah.
So we've got the Sai Baba thing, we've got the Padre Pio thing. Just these are just characters. They're my rascals.
Rascals.
Yeah. But
Companions.
let me keep going. So when I returned to Australia, I got detained by immigration for 3 hours. All right, so they put me in the interrogation box, the night knockdown lights and the metal toilet and all that stuff. It's like, oh, this is good fun. And I'm flat broke. Right, I just wasted so much money, spent so much money moving around the world, closing up things,
So many
opening up
times.
things. Right, I lived on I lived on airplanes for a year, and so I'd been overseas. I came back. They detained me. I'm totally done. I am totally again spent, and I've been trying. I've been trying. I've been trying. I've been trying. Yo, Mondo, and. I remember staring at the camera in the ceiling, just staring at it, and that was. I remember imagining. I just slid timelessly into being very old with her here, walking in the garden, and it wasn't like I'm visiting after having not seen her for 40 years. It was like 50, 60 years in the garden together. This is what we've done. That was the feel. And they came in and said, hey, we got to talk. I'm like, okay. So you've committed 7 visa violations. I said, all right.
All right.
and they enumerate them to me. And of course, they've asked me, what do you think? And I said, well, we went back and forth on some things. I explained to them how I read the law being an American, and they explained to me what the law means in Australian. I'm like, sorry. And they got, well, we don't think that you came here to be a dick. We're going to let you in, go forth and do the right thing. With one caveat. You cannot talk to anyone that you've been trading Forex with, that you've been coaching, that you've been getting money from. My social circle went down to 2 people, her and eventually Dominic. Right? And some of y'all know Dominic.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's my social circle. I've lost all my friends. I've lost my income. I've lost learning about trading. And I get to go, what do I really want to do? Yeah, I could be a good trader. Do I want to? And what do I really desire? And this is a big thing. So Itzhak Perlman, Reminds me of Harold Betters. Harold Betters played the saxophone. He's from Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Small term, yeah, he's a big fish in a smaller pond. And the guy's a master. And I used to watch him hobble up on the stage, right? Walking sticks, hobbling up, barely move. And he'd start to play the sax, and instantly it'd be 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. And then everyone's falling in love with him. The young girls are swooning. The old people are dancing. And he's playing, and he's playing, and he's playing. And when he's done, he's 25, 35, 45,
It just goes up again when
55.
he leaves.
And he's an old man walking off the stage. And this is so important because he praised what remained. He praised what remains. What do you do when you break a string? Right? What do you do? The string don't matter. That guy adjusted the violin so he could play. I adjusted me so I could play. He could have given up. Wouldn't take much. But why? Yeah, at the end of the day, I love this part. Some of our best manifesting moments happen when we have nowhere else to go. Right? I'm a professional interrogator. I'm in the room knowing I'm fucked. Right? I can't lie to these guys. They'll catch me out.
You can't hide.
Right? I can't hide. Right? And the only thing I can do is be what I am, which is honest. Right? Here's what I did. Here's what I've done. Here's why I did it. And here we go. Some of our best manifesting moments happen when we have nowhere to go. In other words, I am here, now, timeless. I just did a great call on Timeless, by the way. Y'all that didn't join that, go get it. It's at NevilleGoddardStore.com. Right? Timeless. Good shit. So, and that's something else which I really think needs to be acknowledged. When a master plays, it's timeless. You guys don't show up here for the minutes, right? They didn't show up there for the minutes. You don't go to Harold Betters for the minutes. You go there for the moments. You go there for the magic. And there's a biggie. As long as you're in the realm of minutes, this will feel like work. How many minutes will it take? How many minutes do I have to put in? How many minutes? How many minutes? On the other hand, magic shows up in the moments. The moments are within you. And which is why, how do I know if I've nailed it? You're different. Right? You don't need information. You need to be a trader. I think it ties things up pretty good. What do you reckon, Victoria? What do you got?
No, I love it. And I love also with how Perlman responded. But if I just leave out that word music, just how much you can still make with what you have left. It's like, no matter how little you've got left, or what feels like how little, just like,
By the way, we're working on tech issues here. We're going to try a different computer. We've got the best internet you can buy for our physical address, so on and so forth. And I get fucked off when I see the tech ain't working right. But do I let it take me out? All right? All right, there's so many minutes. I get it, all right, where shit don't work right. But I'm still here for the moments. I am here for the moments. And so when there's a minute, when there's a second of, yeah, that's right, let's keep going. Right? His string snaps. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets all wrapped up about this quantum mechanics thing, and I got my own spin on all this. But it's the invisible strings that support. Right? You didn't need all the strings to play.
No, and that actually just reminds me, because like I love how he pauses a moment and then with eyes closed, it's almost like this big brother, but he immersed himself, do you know what I mean, in just the piece he was like playing.
Into the music, and
And because you can make any, like different notes on different strings, so he just became that like maestro. and was able to sort of it might have been new and amazing sounds.
Yeah,
but
totally.
Yeah, it would have been phenomenal. And It's like the immersion. I really get that with he pauses a moment and probably breathes in, then with his eyes closed, just went on with it.
Yeah.
Just good on.
Timeless.
Mm.
Sabbath.
Mm.
You're going to use anything you can to keep safe distance, or you're going to use or you're going to let everything that is available to you show up in the Sabbath. All right? There's your thing. How do I keep safe from failure? Never complete a fucking project. Never.
Yeah.
Right? On the other hand, the Sabbath, oh my God. Yeah. How many times a month do I stub my toes?
Yeah.
Right?
Quite a few.
Right? How much better am I walking now than a month ago, than a year ago, than 3 years ago?
Heaps better.
Heaps. Right?
And yet you stub your toes.
Yeah. I'm walking so much more and better that I stub my toes more.
Yeah.
But I don't bother making that an excuse not to walk. Alrighty-o. All right, I'm done. Goodbye. So, Victoria.
Cool. Thank you so much, Lisa, for your question. And what we want to know is, tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And I loved all of it. I loved all of it. I loved how they all seem to weave a bit as well, which of course they always do. It's just amazing. So, yeah.
They have to. Right. So if y'all remember, a year ago, we were getting about 7 questions per, and the Facebook algorithm now sucks. And I've said this way more than once. This live show will disappear in 30 days. So we have to edit it and re-upload it, right?
Yeah.
All your comments will be gone in 30 days, right? Because Facebook says whatever Facebook says. And it's like, all right, I get it. You got you got expenses.
YouTube.
But we'll be on YouTube, and we'll reload
Yeah.
it up here as well.
Yeah.
But you can take anything and go, radio, well, we're not getting as many people on here live. We're not getting as many views because the algorithm sucks. We're not getting as many, and we could quit. Right? The question is, what's your state? Right? Quiet. Right? We're just finishing up in Remarkable Andrew, which is quiet courage. Right? And the quiet courage has us keep showing up in the state of participant. If Facebook doesn't want to play, I'll go elsewhere. I have no problem with that. I already have 3 things lined up. Right? If this computer doesn't work right, we got another one. And we'll explain, and we'll play with other gadgets. Right? Yeah, it's like Beth says, possibilities. Exactly. I can look at it all as a problem and say, fuck it, go get a job. I think that's going to happen. I couldn't get deals on meat if I had a job. Right?
True.
Yeah, I'd be disappointing. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So I've got less viewers, less shares, less lives. It only lasts for 30 days. I don't care. Right? I'm swinging the bat. Right? What if one of you is blessed? What if 1,000 of you are? What if us moving to another platform, if needed, gives us 10 times the viewers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? There you go. So, music. Right? Don't get mad. Get music. All right.
Cool.
Let's tell them. Let's go away.
So that was our hashtag strawberry bits. While you type in yours, go to
joinremarkable.com. It's one word, joinremarkable.com, or stayoutinthecold.com. Just stay out in the cold.
.com.
Do all the shit on your own.com. Right? Seriously, I am marveled by, like, some people, the live chat's too fast. I get it. And it's not controlled. I get it. Right? Don't go there. Right? Or just pop in when you're drawn to it. There's so much gold showing up there. The Facebook group is slower. It's steadier. A lot of gold.
Yeah.
A lot of gold. Appears that we're doing not 1 but 2 live calls a month. Right. God. Those alone are worth $100 each.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or go to Reddit. What else can I say?
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's it. Have a lovely day. Rant over.
Over.
And Joe keeps asking why Herman has a hat. It's because he lives in Australia, and Cindy sent
You
us
think 20.